Yeah, I've been there before, on the edge of the ledge. Eyes focused on floor, grown a lot since then. Lost love and found more, trying to be a better me. Quit smoking Newports, lost jobs, had to scramble and find look to pay rent. Chick that I fucked last week, called and said she pregnant. I'm not ready for kids, I felt less than a man. But you died, I can't lie, I felt nothing inside. Relationships have been shit, I'm quick to cut ties, to the point that I'm numb. I don't even say bye, don't even look in my eyes. You be wasting your time, I won't let you see shit. How to let you inside. I'm just trying to cook some art without an apron. And if you hear me, just know that I'm endearing. Fucked over so many times in my life and been forsaken. Humble since I was younger, when it can feed my hunger. Blessed to still be healthy, got cancer and family history. Kitty, a fucking mystery, that accident still hits me. Mommy in my dreams, damn it, I know you with me. The angels took you from me, hated them, I was greedy. Needed when I was nothing, realized that I was sleeping. I never doubt myself, never give myself a reason. Everybody has a purpose, let it live while you keep breathing. And that's the truth that I keep speaking. Don't eat these words as if I'm preaching. This is my life that I am leaking. It's just a bit of what I keep in. I was just trapping for lost. Thought of therapy if you used to talk about my mom. At peace for everything that happened, hope you hear the song. I will always love you, that can never change. Now my father's happy with a wedding ring. Call me, you should know that I do love you too. You've been by my side, yes, through and through. Mighty growing up, always been beautiful. If a boy breaks her heart, then I would kill the dude. At first I wrote the song without my life attached. Always keep it a hundred, ain't no going back. The person is a bitch, used to hold me back. Now I keep on fighting cause I own me that.
If it wasn't for violence, be a piece of shit. Or maybe worse, laid in the dirt. For what it's worth, I see now still so much to be proud of. On the real, I was just sad in my thoughts.
The sky is the limit, always heard that. Found myself when I learned that.
I see now still so much to be proud of. On the real, I was just sad to feel lost.
Uh-oh. Let's see. There we go. There we go. Good afternoon. How is everyone doing on this lovely raining day? Is it coming down out there crazily, or is it?
I mean, it's a steady. It's off and on thick.
Off and
then
on?
again,
Okay.
Yeah. It ain't stopping though.
They were talking about floods and all kinds of crazy stuff.
It's like one of them slow floods. So you be like, oh, it wasn't nothing. Then you come back and be like, oh shit, it's a flood.
Okay, so I'm looking here. It's supposed to definitely be coming down to 3 a.m.
Yeah.
and start up again tomorrow.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious!
All weekend.
Hey
all
man, next week looking good though, man. Tuesday 61, Wednesday 63, Thursday 67.
If I get more of that Friday weather, I don't give a fuck. You can do
Hey
whatever
man, I'm
you
looking forward to roaming the streets, man. 67, ladies start getting naked.
They certainly was. So hey.
It's crazy. I always think it's like kind of like reverse to a certain extent. So you have like all the gentlemen, when winter hits, somebody want to break out the jacket, fresh jacket. Somebody go bring out the fresh jacket. You know what I mean? Like I remember back in the days, used to be the leather, or the nice little 8-ball jacket or whatever the situation may be.
Yep.
got that nice and good and ready. And in the spring, summertime, it's the young ladies, you know what I mean, showing off. Ain't nothing like a $2 sundress. I'll tell you that right now, though. Still to this day, never fails, man. One of the greatest things ever, man. One of the greatest things ever.
Oh Lord.
What's good, man? How was your week? How was your day going? What's going on with you?
The week was so, man. It's good. The day is better, man. Off and on. It was raining. Got some shit done, so I can't complain. You know what I mean? I'm happy. Shit was moving. How about yourself?
In pain. Other than that, you know, those of you in the, I guess you would say like CrossFit world or whatever, you know, when they start getting close to the games, they start having what they call the open. And this is where, you know, a workout is given. And for that specific workout, people record themselves. There's rules, there's regulations about how to record yourself, the way to record yourself. And what they do is you upload it to the main site, and they start picking people. And this is how people get invited to go to the CrossFit Open. So, you know, I ain't nowhere near there, and I never will be. But leading up to it, every Friday they release a new workout.
Yeah.
So what they do then is once they release that new workout, Thursday, everybody does it Friday.
Yeah.
And then you go about it. So, you know, just to test yourself, you know, I've been doing it for a couple of years now. See how, now, and it's always different. It's not the same workout. And again, you don't know the workout until Thursday, like about 6, 7 p.m. for Friday. And then you have all the, you know, guys out there, oh, man, tips, and this is the best way to do this, and this is the best way to do that. So it's fun, man. It's fun.
Good.
Watching people die afterwards.
Yeah, I'm done. My CrossFit experience is over.
Hey, man, this week in the gym, you up weight, man, so that's good.
Yeah, that's totally different than that CrossFit shit, nigga. That is totally different. I'm getting back to my old. I can kill it in the gym. That ain't no problem.
Right,
you know what
right.
I mean? I could keep compete with little Sean and shit. Those some lower numbers.
Right.
But God damn it, nigga, that shit.
Yeah, man. Oh, man. Like,
was
young
done.
lady today, because she didn't come yesterday, so she did the workout. She did the Saturday workout,
Yeah.
which is always the worst workout of the week. But today wasn't too bad, but it was a lot of burpees.
Gotcha.
And she decided to do the open right afterwards or whatever.
Okay.
I didn't think she didn't get up for like 15 minutes.
Hell no.
That was me, though, Friday. I was.
Yep.
185
Just know I'm breathing. Nigga,
185
that's
getting
it.
heavy,
I'll
yeah.
be right here. I just know I'm breathing.
I see the stomach moving up and down. You ain't dead.
Yeah.
You're
I'm
not
going to be
dead.
here for a bit. Y'all go around me, nigga. Go around. Yeah, no.
Oh, man, that's good to hear. That's good to hear. All right, so today we have a lot of information to go through for you guys. Shout out to Jeff, like he always do, and we always try to give you guys the best kind of information with facts and you know writings and stuff behind it, and you know it's up to you to choose if you want to do it or not. But we always make sure we go out our way to try to give you the best overall information. You know, Jeff's been in the field. He understands the ins and outs, and he came up with something really, really good for you guys today. So you just go ahead and start it off and let me know when to click the fucking button.
It's an unorthodox view, but I just wanted to bring it up because the topic that we were talking about. So ain't nothing here structured. It's not, you know what I mean? Ain't gonna be no, the first E for the I died. No. But something for awareness there. And first let me shout out, congrats to Sean, nigga. It's his launch day for his shoe.
Oh shit!
Our shits are here.
It's here.
They'll be here tomorrow. We ordered. We got our shit.
I'm trying. I'm going to give me one. Keep talking.
Yeah,
I'm going to
shout out him.
screenshot it and then I'm going to put it up. So
Shout out to
talk
him.
about something else till I get that photo. My bad, Sean. I should have had it ready. I didn't know.
No, I meant to say it earlier. We was talking
It was
about
going to go down.
No. It was
give me
official
1
launch
second.
today, so shout to him.
I'm gonna go ahead and screenshot. That's how you know we live because we could do shit like this.
Yeah, I haven't put up an Instagram review in a minute, but I'll probably put one on. And the guy who built the shoe did one of him wearing it on foot and all that stuff.
Oh, you
today
did? You gotta send
showing-
that link to me, man.
Yeah.
I need that. I need that. I truly need that.
The shits look dope, and I said the purple look better. You know, it's not the favorite, the blast out color, but I said I'm working out in these. Shit.
Well, I think
So
it's
the blacks, I definitely got to.
It's a loud color to a certain extent, but
yeah,
unfortunately, I love purple or like blue and gray. That's why everybody think I'm part of the spectrum. But I'm not. But it's just happen to be my favorite colors.
Yeah, shout out to him, man. So say it's a big thing,
Well, tell us something. You know what?
It says some of your own to him. If you got that link that I sent you before, I mean, the what's the name is still there.
I got the
IG.
photo that I'm sending to myself right now, so I could put up on the page. Put up online right now, just so I could show everybody the what do you call it?
Yeah.
Show everybody the photo.
Yeah, the name of the joint is the GK1 Chaos. It's the name of the shoe. So shout for him.
Shit.
Shout to him. Yeah, definitely a big thing. Special, man. We was there from the sneaker store together. Seeing him.
I was looking. He did the review shit, whatever.
Who? The guy?
Sean.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm looking at his shoe game. I'm like,
no,
yo,
no, that's the house, nigga. Yeah.
I'm like, yo.
That's the house. Nigga. That's
I'm
what
looking in the
you.
background. I'm like, yo.
That's what I'll be trying to tell.
All them shits is right there.
That's what I was trying to tell you, nigga. That's what I said. Once I saw the samples, I was like, nigga, give me the samples. Nigga, let me just get these. Everybody else cool. I can give those. I'm good with these.
All right, so I got it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it up right now.
So, shout out to him, man. Just had to say that shit there. The pictures don't do it justice, or you see it, because the shit is dope, or you see it's one of those shits like, this shit look way better in person. The shoe, can't wait to get it, man. Try it on, rock it, hand out there.
This is the, it's named after him, the GK. This is the GK1.
Yeah.
All right, and the GK stands for Giant Killer.
You got it.
Okay.
You got it, the chaos there, so it's cool.
I love the fact that the, what do you call it? I love the fact that the, the soles glow in the dark.
Yes, that's the other thing, too, I forgot to say. Yes, the soles do glow in the dark. The creator of the shoe, the owner of the Somewhere in America company, I always mess it up and call it Sia, but it's Saya. But it stands for Somewhere in America. The homie out there, he always makes like colored shoes. They glow up in the dark. They like a little quirks, you know what I'm saying? But some of his joints is dope. And I like a lot of the shits there that he got. So this shit is gonna be it's a nice, cool collab here. I love this shit.
Yeah.
Like I said, man, I'm putting these shits on. I'm wearing them straight to the gym, dude. They're going right.
I'm gonna film it. I'm gonna film it at the gym.
We're gonna be right there with them shits. Yeah, I'm
right
not lifting
up.
500-pound weights, nigga, but I'm gonna be right there with my fucking 15-pounders right there.
Like, I love the fact that from the standpoint of, again, when they glow in the dark, and then like I was saying, like I love the thick laces.
Yeah.
And on top of that, the fact that you got that little, I always call it the hook finger. To like, you hook the finger to get it over.
Slip it on. Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's also like he was breaking down for the individual. So like if you wear, a 10.5, they don't have halves. It's only, full numbers.
Yeah.
So if you wear 10.5, get an 11. And he was saying how you can tie the string in the back of that little,
Yes.
hook finger thing to tighten
Yes.
it up.
Yes.
And to give you, and then he also was breaking down is the front part of it, where when you do tie it tight, it relieves the pressure on your foot. So for those individuals who got like interesting feet or wide feet or whatever, you ain't got to worry about you tying your laces up real tight and suffocating your feet.
Yeah.
The way it's built, it allows your the front of your foot to kind of like breathe, so it's not super tight over it.
The shoe is functional, folks. It is functional. It is not like them 1957 Converses, nigga. That just felt like they took the old rubber tire on it. It is a functional shoe. You can wear it for form. You can wear it for fashion. It is a functional shoe, man. So congratulations to him. Big thing. Them black ones is going to be going off the rip. And I know he coming through with those especially up in May.
Yeah,
So
I can't wait to put them on though.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So I just checked. We good for tomorrow. You know, we got them. So that's
Right.
it.
You know what time it come? Because I go to the gym at 10.
Oh, that's a great question. I'm gonna assume the afternoon. It's just saying it should be about tomorrow.
Okay.
So
All right.
definitely there. Yeah.
Yo, shout out to you, man.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Your very, very first shoe. It's named after him. We probably got to go down there and do an interview with him. But could you tell people a little something about him as far as, you guys have been friends for fucking decades.
20 years now?
You
Over
know,
20 years?
Over 20 years. So
Over 20 years. Over 23.
say a little
4?
something about his field and why he came up with it and something about him.
So anyone who knows Sean, we Hackensack kids. We grew up together. We went to school together. We started in competing foot sneaker stores. I was Foot Action and he was Foot Locker before they merged. When they merged, we started working together. Actually, before they merged, he came up to me and we knew each other and I helped him get up in their job and we've been working in tight like ever since, like two peas in a pod since high school. You know what I mean? Like one of those true friend connections that last. I got acquaintances from high school. I got some people there, but I don't run and see all the time, even college or whatever.
Right.
A humble dude, but he was always into a sport, so he used to wrestle. So you see a lot of the structure of the shoe, similar. It comes up, protects your ankles when you roll. He was always scrawny, though. He was never that as big as he got there. So in college, he started competing for bodybuilding. Natural Pro, all this other stuff. Started knocking about the thing, making a name for himself. You start to see the transgression go on. This was always part of his big plan, to be somewhere to put supply a shoe. You know what I'm saying? This was just a dream. We just throw it back and forth. Yo, that'd be dope, right? Yeah, yada, yada, yada. And he, for him to follow along and to do it. You know what I mean? Like, it's amazing. It's amazing to see it happen. One of them things like, oh, shit, we did it? Yo, you did it? Yo, you really did it. So to see it come to fruition, years in the making. You know what I'm saying? And his name and his sport. And, one of the top people, I have nobody else I can compare his drive to. You know what I'm saying? He inspires me. So for that, it's definitely there. I'm missing a shitload. So, but to watch him grow up from that, to see what he would come from this, you know what I'm saying? And still be a humble person and true.
Right.
You ain't getting that. You know what I'm saying? It's dope, though. The shit is dope.
So I'm glad you said that. I'm going to upload this
Oh, you got the picture?
photo right now. I
We
mean,
put that up there
the
for
thing of
throwback,
of doing
yes.
it live, because you did speak about the
Yeah.
you spoke about the wrestling and the standpoint of where everybody's like, okay, well, he has his own sneaker, but who is he?
Yeah.
Why does he have his
Yeah.
own sneaker or whatever the situation may be?
Yeah.
This is a man who's in the bodybuilding world. There you go, right there. Medals,
He is the 212 champion. 212 is the weight class champion. Of the Arnold. He took it. That's the top of the line there for bodybuilding. He didn't get it this year, but previous year he won it. The year last. You know what I'm saying? So he is there. He is accomplished. He hit the apex. To see him go from one to the other. So you see the big difference there. Yeah.
Congratulations, man.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations.
Yes, sir. Well deserved, man.
Absolutely.
Well deserved.
Absolutely.
So I just want to take that time, at least shout him out.
Absolutely.
Say something there for anybody that I will be putting on my pictures when they come in tomorrow. So.
Immediately.
Yeah. Might wear them shits to cook. I don't give a fuck.
Well, shout out to him again, because I watched the entire his video, and what up, y'all?
What's up, man?
He was really breaking down, that you can, technically wear it inside or outside.
Yes.
So it's not just a gym and the durability of it, but again, also my favorite is to go in the dark. You know what I mean? You know, if you could leave, he said if you leave it in the sun like for a good like 10, 15 minutes, and then you go in the gym and, you know, some of the gyms are a little darker than others, you know,
Yeah.
you'll have that glow in the dark and nobody else got those.
Yep.
None of the other professional guys have those.
Oh yeah.
So,
Definitely
shout out to
proud
him.
of you, man. Definitely proud of you. All right, you just had to get that out of the way before
Absolutely, man.
we
Definitely.
do anything else there. Not to throw off
Nah, never thought of.
any other talk.
Never thought of.
I think I
I'm
lost
I'm
my
really
other
eager to
bad.
see how I fit on the feet.
Yeah.
And I want to, I don't know, I'll probably bring the camera on Monday. Because I want to, you know, I do the CrossFit thing and then do the regular gym shit.
Oh yeah.
See the durability of it.
Yeah. Well, are you doing running in CrossFit?
Yeah, we run.
No.
I don't know if we're
Monday.
doing running on Monday. Let me see if because sometimes it'll be available. And
Yeah.
it's not available right now. So I'll probably know
On Sunday night.
Sunday night what,
Okay.
what we're going to be doing. But from what I'm looking at it, we went over the weather earlier. Monday, no rain, but about 50. So it might be. But Tuesday, because of the 61 degrees and all sun, I probably think Tuesday would definitely be out there. So depending on, like you said, what time it comes on tomorrow,
Okay.
Monday I'll be able to put it out. But Monday, if I'm not mistaken, let me see, because some of the complexes repeat. And then we do the Metcon and then the workout. There's always two
Gotcha.
different ones.
Gotcha.
And today is the 4th was Monday, right?
Yes.
So
Friday.
Monday was this Monday that passed was benching and deadlifts, hang cleans and push press. So heavyweight running, and then it had some running. So we'll see, but the definitely the strength is always repeats. It does like we do to see how much weight you can increase every week. That's always like about 3 to 5 week program we do there. So I definitely have the bench, and then they'll go from there.
Gotcha.
But I definitely put them in.
Nah, but yeah. Just to wear them, see how they is.
Absolutely.
Stuff like that. Yeah, definitely for that. Yeah, I'm wearing them shits.
Well, you be getting your you do your like about at least an hour of cardio.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'm not outside running. I know they don't have a running tip. I mean, you could jog and run in them. You know what I'm saying? And I usually wear running shoes anytime I'm in the gym. And not that I'm running on that treadmill or I ain't running on fucking steps either. Don't get my
You don't
knees
fuck
ain't
your
going
knees up?
there. Yeah, that. No, sir.
Come on, fuck your knees up a little
No,
bit.
sir. No, sir. Yeah, but I watched him do the steps and them shits for like motherfucking 40 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, so definitely on there. What was I say? All right, we'll jump into this ETF thing.
Okay.
All right. I did have something there. Where the hell did it go?
So again, this is a good way for you guys to invest. Again, the economy is what it is. Jobs aren't paying you more money, but the cost of food and everything else is going up. It was funny. I was talking to Jeff. I think it was either yesterday or Thursday, where you have a place in California that's charging 4% health care. So you're paying,
the add-on for the
you're
health
paying
care.
the gratuity, you're paying the taxes on top of the food, and then now they also want you to pay towards the wait staff's health insurance.
Yeah.
Like, just do a BYOB, nigga, and have niggas show up with their own fucking food.
Yeah.
Shit.
I'm going to keep it
I just
real.
gave niggas ideas.
Yeah.
Bunch of
man.
individual rooms with stoves, with cook parties and shit like that.
Yo. All right. So we got into a conversation. What this all came about. We were talking about ETFs. Let me break that down. Electronically traded funds. That's the name. We'll refer to as ETFs from here on out to shortenize everything else there. Okay. And in a plain nutshell, we'll go over this again. Everything else there. Think about it as investment for your future. You can put money into it instead of buying one share of one particular stock. You're buying fractions or even sometimes shares, depending on the price of the stock, with that same dollar that you're spending. So that electronic traded fund will hold multiple stocks inside of it. They're usually subset by what they are. So like you'll have certain ones that'll just do energy, and we have oils, we have or everything that runs electronics, everything, electricity, PSEGs, all this, yeah. Everything to do with that, that's what they buy. Like they ain't gonna go out and buy a Walmart. Everything in this fund will be towards, energy saving benefits. And you have ones that may be towards real estate. You have maybe one towards agriculture. Not saying that's how everything exactly break down, but that's there.
So, question. So, for those, is it where you can mix and match, or it has to be all of this?
You can always mix and match.
Okay.
You can buy each particular one
and still do it
Yep.
Okay.
I can buy agriculture. I can buy energy. I can buy this. I can buy that. I can buy car company, whatever the hell that they're subgrouped into. You can buy each one of it is. You cannot change the funds in there. The people or group, usually it's a group, managing that is the person buying and selling what they own, what's inside that fund.
Okay.
You are just buying the piece of the fund with the expectation of it to go up whatever percentage that they're telling you. So if they're like, yo, we pulling 5% a year, guaranteed. That's because that's the minimum. And they're always buying and selling the stocks within that they're picking and keeping you at that 5%. So your money is constantly moving up. Instead of you doing it, instead of you personally doing it. Let me sell 3 shares of this and 2 shares of that in the morning so I can even out and I don't lose anything when the shit goes down. They're doing that already.
Okay.
And you're just putting in the fund, and your little portion is growing, getting that interest, 5% on 5% on. You get what I'm saying? And of course, you keep adding more into it yourself there. Let me know if anything else that we're saying this. I always, when we had this conversation, I always tell people who it's a simpler way to get into it that do not have the time to sit there and focus on the stock market every day. I can't watch Walmart because I'm doing whatever. I can't watch the trade and up and down, or the best time to buy, or I brought too soon, or I should have brought this, or I should have sold this. Guaranteed investment funds, just siphon a piece of your check and it goes to it to buy. It's really easy to buy. It's just like purchasing stock. But instead of buying the stock of that unit, like I said, you're buying whatever that ETF is.
Right.
The name, they all have different names. And inside they all own, different things. So you're buying a portion of those things. What I sent you last time when we had this conversation was high yield ETFs.
Okay.
And what those are, they were all dividend-bearing stocks that those ETFs owned. Meaning, so to understand what a dividend is, companies give some money back quarterly, annually, whatever the duration within those quarters, sometimes whenever, you know what I'm saying, based off of how well they did. So sometimes you can get, I think the highest I got was like $3 a share. So for every share I had, as long as I still owned this, I still owned whatever percent, not whatever percentage, as long as I still owned shares of this company, for every share I had, they were going to give me $2, $3 per share back to me.
Okay.
So the ones I was looking at, you're buying, you throwing your money into it. When whatever company it is starts giving back dividends, you're getting a piece of dividend. So even though, let's say you put in $100 and that $100 got split between 300 different companies, because that's how much that whole ETF owns, right? 300 different companies. Man, you may break down to $2 a thing, but you're gonna get that yield back of the $2. So if you own $2 of that one that's giving back, that interest rate that interest rate once it hits, you probably gonna get 50 cents. You know, for your $2, you got 50 cents. That's not a bad deal.
No.
That's not a bad deal, right? And that 50 cents, you can reinvest it automatically. Bloop, here it is. I throw it right back to the ETF. Cool. Give me some more. In a nutshell. So these are the things I told my niece to get. She's 20. Don't really care about this shit, right? Nah, I want to work. She got some funds. Take $50, throw it in there. Your $50 will keep expanding and compounding. You get what I'm saying? And it's not because you're going to $50 each time. It's going to keep expanding and compounding. By the time you get my age, yo, where this extra 100,000 come from? You know what I'm saying?
What's good, Frank?
What's going on, Frank? That's my overview of it. It was a simple thing because I know we had spoke about a friend of ours who went over this and talking about, yo, 5,000 to get into some of the things he has there. Now, go ahead with your questions, and then we'll pick apart from what I'm saying there. Oh, what?
No, my thing is you're saying
questions. I'm sorry.
The photo, slides and stuff. So, now is this something where, let's say, you have to invest a specific type of amount?
No.
All right, so you can start off with, let's say, $20, $30. Now, is this something that you would have to leave there for a
Nope.
specific time duration, or is this something you could take out?
You buy it just like the stocks. So the ETF, remember, instead of you trading each individual company, you're trading that. So however that's doing. ETFs, just like stocks, they have purchase price. So Jeff's ETF, right? You want to invest in my name is Jeff. And Jeff is the ETF. That's the name of the ETF. Jeff says, I own all 70 of these companies, right? And I'm constantly moving these companies, and we're making good money. Our growth is just going up. With all the money I got in here, I think I'm valued at $30 a share. It's going to cost you $30 to buy one piece of me. But the piece of me is that you owning all 70 of these companies. You understand? So that's how in a nutshell, that purchase there. Now, just like stocks, a lot of them, you can buy portions of a share. So if I'm at $30, I only got $10. So now you buy 1/3 of me. So your thing is broken down on a third. So instead of getting that 50 cents from you, that $2 getting put in there, you get 12 cents. You would get in theory, you would get 12 cents back because it's 1/3 of whatever that thing is because you don't own one share. You know, so your share doesn't equate to one thing total of that.
Right.
But when you go buy it from wherever your brokerage is, you need a broker just like you buy everything else. Simply Brokers, Robinhood, Charles Schwab, you pick them. Chase House, whatever, et cetera, et cetera. There's thousands of them. You buy them just like that. You know, it's going to be $30. You could buy fractions of certain ETFs. I think to count, there's thousands of ETFs, maybe 4,000 or 5,000 total. Yeah. But they all have different values, different prices, different things. The guy we were talking about, high value. So the reason why you would need to get 5,000, a share could have been maybe $500, $500, $600 for one share. You understand? It's holding that much stuff at that much value. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, you want to get one share of me, it's $500 a share. When you come in and get 5, then you only got 10. When you come in with $5,000, you only got 10 shares of me.
Right.
But that's enough to get you calculating or whatever it is, because one share of me is worth 500. But with your 500, you getting all these other companies that I got on, done owned.
Right.
Which is going to include some of the big ones that people look at. Your Walmarts, Targets, Teslas, Nvidias, blah 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 blah. Down goes down the rabbit hole.
Right.
Yeah. So the interest, the barrier into get in there is changed, but just like anybody, right? Why would I have $20 to spend, right?
What's good, Miss I. Warren?
What's going on? I got $20 to spend, right? Let's just say, right? I can give $20 every week. Let's say that, right? That's what you can do. Why would I go buy that ETF at 500? This is just logic now we're using. You can, and you're buying a piece.
Right.
I don't know what the fuck. I don't even know what that breaks down to. You're not even getting the 10th. You're getting under 10. You know what I'm saying? No joke. You're getting like a hundredth of it. Compared to by Jeff, that was 30. Because by my second week, I own 1 1/3 Jeff's. Because I put $40 in and it's $30.
Right.
And Jeff has the same growth with 70 companies. I'm going to get the same percentage growth that guy's getting starting at 500 with those big companies.
You were from the ground up, like we would say, like if those
Because
individuals who would have bought.
it's the same percentage.
Right.
Unfortunately, I only got $20 to put in. If you had $20,000 to put in, that probably would have been that. Or you can buy a shitload of Jeff and get a lot of me. You get what I'm saying? And then I have more to play with, But
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that's why people get confused when they just talk about it, because no ETF is the same. Yes, will they own some of the same companies? Yes, of course. If it's a really good company, they're going to buy it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, this one is moving. We's a fool, and they can sell. Last time we talked about this, people talked about Kathy Woods. And if you heard on the news, her with ARK, she was out there buying and selling a lot of stuff. People were hyping her up as the great white height. Not to shit on her, nothing to do. I don't care for a woman. I don't care for that. They was like, yo, she like 4th on the list next to Warren. She's saving us. So her name is out there. They attached her. She had good imagery, and she brought them a lot of money just by her hype. People was like, let me invest in ARK. And it inflated the price. So it was good. Because some of her picks were not doing well. They started tanking at certain times. So it's like, bitch, what you doing? You not getting it right? Because now, instead of you giving me that 5-10% growth, yo, nigga, I'm losing 6%. Well, what happened? You're not selling it quick enough.
Right.
That's all they do all day. Yo, we got to keep it thing. Sell this off. What's the next one we're going to buy? Buy Target or whatever the fuck it is. What's the next one? That's their job. You
right.
go to the job and do something? You saying, yo, hold my money, I'll come back and get this guarantee. Whenever I come back, I just need to get this extra hundreds. That's how they work in a nutshell.
Okay.
Yeah, whenever you're ready. Whenever you want to go to things or any questions?
Now, as far as pulling your money out, what kind of, is there a specific way you should pull your money out? Or compared to the fact of, leave some in, take some out. Is this something that should be done long-term, short-term? In your opinion, what do you feel?
It's on you. So if we're talking about just go withdrawals, it's up to your brokerage, whatever their withdrawal policy is. Because they will buy and sell the thing on your behalf. You understand? So if we have Charles Schwab, and Charles Schwab is going to buy, we told Charles, take my $100 and buy, we'll just call it ARK, right? We'll go with Kathy Woods. Give me ARK. Give me ARK X. That's what she's rocking. It's got all the space joints, Teslas. It's got all these new guys in there, PayPals, all that shit, right? Everybody's trying to do the space white program. Oh, shit, it tanked. You would go on your Charles Schwab platform. Okay, they brought you $100 worth. Yeah, it's not doing my $100 is now worth $80 because whatever, it went down for whatever reason. Shit happens. It's a stock market. and she wasn't doing her job, sell it. When you want to pull the money out, you tell them your brokerage, and the brokerage will take it out and put it back in your portfolio account.
Right.
Imagine it just being a bank account, right? You sold that, the money's sitting there waiting to come out, and however you have it hooked up to your bank or whatever the fuck it is, you know what I'm saying, to extract the funds. If you want to extract the funds, that's between you and your brokerage. That's withdrawal all over. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere you go, Robinhood, I don't give a fuck. You name it. You know what I'm saying? Everything acts like that because you have to get it. The broker is handling your money for you. Can you sell it and then you want to take that money and throw it in a Walmart? You sure can. You can easily buy and sell. You have the same 9:30 to 4:30 hours to make your actions. Some brokerages let you do shit overnight. Depending on whatever the status is of your brokerage, that's just, special things. Right. Yo, I want to sell it now. I'll take whatever fee penalty. You know what I mean? Before the market
that's
opening.
What I want to talk about as far as, let's say, for instance, my shit hit. I get $5,000 or I get $10,000. All right, and I want to, keep there. I want to take maybe like $2,000 or $3,000 out and then invest the rest. How would that process go? So how would I get taxed?
You would log on to your broker.
What's good, Buck?
What's going on, Buck?
Yo, I tried to come see you Thursday, man. I just was too tired, man. But I'm going to come through because you close.
So you would log on to your broker. Let's just say it's a Charles Schwab account. We'll keep it real simple. We talking.
Right.
Log into your Charles Schwab account, and you would sell. And you would sell whatever you want. You want to sell all of it. You want to sell however many shares, whatever you own, whatever it is you have, and you take it out and you can do whatever. What's going on, Buck? That's how. What was the other half of your question? I forgot.
Well, I said if I win 10, I want to take $2,000 out.
Yes.
And the rest. So part of the $2,000, do I have to pay any penalties?
The only time you pay any type of brokerage fee, so even the stuff you put in your public account, that public shit you were using,
right?
The only thing you take out is when you take it all the way out. I mean, that's out of the brokerage.
Yeah. Like say
that's the only time you
I need new tires,
taxes.
and okay, so I got to take a couple of dollars out. So I don't have it on hand. It's an emergency.
So that's between you and your brokerage, right? So let's say the money you put in there, you take it out. They'll tell you, hey, it's subject to whatever it is. Your gains are subject. Your principal shouldn't be, but your gains are. Meaning you started with $2,000, your $2,000 hit, it ran to $5,000. That's $3,000. You're getting taxed at like 30-something%. If you when you take it out.
So whatever you take out, you're gonna get taxed on it.
Yes. So when it comes to the IRS to pay next year, they're gonna send the shit to you saying, "Hey."
All right. So hold on for a second. I want to make sure I break this down properly. So I take $2,000 out. Now,
this is not an ETF thing. This is
anything. So I take the $2,000 out. Do I get my entire $2,000 and then I have to pay the taxes on it later when I file, or I pay the taxes on it right then and there, and then I still have to file taxes?
I haven't seen any brokerage that is taking any taxes at the moment, but I've always been subject to paying taxes for the gains that I've taken out because they send a form home saying, "Hey, we reported to these motherfuckers. You got $3,000."
Okay, so it's up to you
Fuck
to pay
with
it
you.
around.
Fuck around with the IRS if you want. Yeah, that's on you.
So that's something you don't have to wait till the year end. It's something you could take care of immediately.
Yeah.
But you're going to get the actual two.
But
you have once you get those forms or however long you want to take, you're going to have to pay.
By April, you better pay them whatever their percentage of that portion, unless you want to get visited by. We heard.
They just start garnishing your shit.
Yeah, when they get bad.
They start garnishing your shit. Yeah. Next thing you know, your vehicle missing and all kinds of other shit.
The thing about the IRS, they always wait till the interest is through the roof.
Of course.
They don't never hit you when the shit was like, it's $150. Go ahead, send the check to Kevin them. No, and then that shit hit like $30,000. Yeah, you're going to owe us with these fees.
We want that 7,000 point girl. What's good, Alicia? How you doing?
So always think about that.
Alyssa, sorry.
Always think about that. You do have access to your money. It's based off what your brokerage is. This is the reason people were bitching with Robinhood, because when people hit off of the GameStop.
He shut the shit down.
They stopped from sending the money. First of all, they wouldn't allow you to sell the stock itself, so the money will go to the brokerage.
Yeah.
Then they was pausing transactions from you taking money out into your checking account. So, which is like, yo, hold up, you fucking with my money now. I hit. And so that's why I said that everybody always says use more of a upstanding, I'm not going to call them non-reputable, but like an upstanding, already known, years in the business, hence your Charles Schwabs, your Chases, TD Ameritrades, yada, yada, yada.
Right.
Use whatever's working best with you, because they all legalized on it. I can't, Robinhood is super simple and quick, Webull too. But the thing is, they were using a third party to get in. They were using another house to get into, when they first started.
Right.
I believe they're all set up with their own legit, but when that house tell them to stop because we can't pay, it's like the quickest thing I can say is like gambling, right? When you go to the casino and the casino run out of money to pay, but you don't hit the jackpot, and you like, well, nigga, the rules say I get $2.5 million.
Yeah, I ain't trying.
We don't got $2.5 million here to give you, my nigga. I'm sorry. That's what this type of shit was happening, and that's when people get pissed, and it's it's legal.
I mean, that's why a lot of people don't fuck with that shit no more.
What?
On Robinhood, that that was some shady ass shit.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
Even though his ass got bailed out for it. But.
I still have funds in Robinhood, and I just move around to grow.
Right.
So, and me taking stuff out individually, it's not too bad. But I do have other accounts, other places. That's why I'll show you an M1 or this other one. Whatever brokerage you use, you know what I mean? Whatever brokerage you use, there's other ones there that put the stuff in there. Yeah. But you can take your money out.
All right. As long as you're not, held for hostage or whatever, people don't act funny when it comes to their money.
And that is because it's a brokerage thing. It's a brokerage thing, you know what I mean? You can't blame the company itself. You got to blame that company that's buying and sharing on your behalf.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
All right, so what I did is I went to majority of this information came from I'd say about 95% of it came from NetWallet. I love that app. No matter what you want to do, you want to buy, you want to sell, you want to invest. What they do is NerdWallet takes a lot of the headache out of it for you. Where as far as Jeff was trying to break down exactly finding a proper reputable company to do this, and they take a lot of the, I guess you would say, headache out of the equation, and they do everything for you. All right, this does this, this does this, this does this, and then you just have to apply for it, and you go about your way from there. So they do all the legwork for you, and then you go from there.
Yeah.
So let's try to break it down a little better. Let's go.
All right, so high yield bond portfolios. So these are bonds based off in yields, mean they give you back high interest and dividends, money coming back, usually with their concentrate. The portfolios, it's just real simple. What's in it, like your folder. This is everything you have under you. So high yield bond portfolios concentrate on lower quality bonds, which are riskier than those of higher quality companies. These portfolios offer higher yields than other types of portfolios, but they are also more vulnerable to economic and credit risk.
All right, so I put that out there because we talked about not just the ETFs, but other stuff. Just to give you a ballpark figure of how it kind of works with everything. Yeah. All right, so now we're going to really get into the ETFs now.
So really quick,
sure.
You don't even got to go over to the
No,
but the one that I just read, stupid street dumbify, no risk, no reward.
You ain't lying, nigga.
That's it, right?
No, real talk.
That's exactly all that shit is, right? Because if the economy failed, so right now, those bonds, depending on certain ones, they'd be shitty to buy, right? Because we all expecting the shit to go into a recession. The economy doing bad. Why am I gonna put money in fucking California? Motherfucker sitting out there sucking dick for crack. It's like, what the fuck? What am I doing? You know what I'm saying? What am I doing? No risk, no reward.
Facts.
But it's one of those, hey, nigga, if we can get this coke from California to New Jersey, we billionaires. So that's what we got to do, one ride, Let that bitch ride, So you're basing that shit on the ride of Uncle Joe Biden going to save us. Hopefully, It maybe. I don't know.
feel you. No,
I don't
no,
know.
no,
You know,
no.
but that. I just wanted to simplify that because some people don't.
Right, yeah, no. Yeah,
They
definitely.
get it and be like, yo, based off economic, it's like, yeah, you got the long gamble, or Trump come in and save everybody. You might,
Well,
you
you
might
already
do
know
real
that's-
good.
Yeah, you know that's
You
coming.
you the only niggas who won. You're like, yeah, we did it.
That
I
shit's
ain't got to be
coming.
poor no more.
Niggas is still waiting for that. They sitting there waiting for that. What do you call that?
The stimulus.
They're waiting for that Facebook money to come out.
Yeah.
Should be coming out soon. Everybody get their $10. You gonna tell a fucking $600 billion company you only gotta pay $100 million, nigga? Get the fuck out of here. All right, let's go.
High yield bond ETFs. There we go, right? High yield bond portfolios concentrate on lower quality bonds, just like we said before, which are riskier those than higher quality companies. Then portfolios generally offer high yields other than types of portfolios. But they are also vulnerable to economic, yes, we did this, and credit risk. These portfolios primarily invest in U.S. high-income debt securities, where at least 65% or more of the bond assets are not rated or are rated by a major agency such as Standards & Poor's, if you ever heard that on the news, or Moody's at the level of B&B. Yes. So I just nutshelled it right before we went into it. It is based off an economic structure, and especially depending on the bonds. If you're buying some of these bonds, yes, they can hit. Maybe not soon. So I don't know how long term. If it's my niece, who I got maybe 30 years on, yeah, baby, go buy it. California due for a come up. By the time I'm sitting here getting ready to go. God forbid.
Right.
You like, nigga, we rich. Give my uncle the best home. Get that nigga, what's this? Celine? Nigga, get that nigga champagne. Put that shit in his veins. Fuck it. At certain times, it's just how long you plan to hold certain things, asset structures, etc. Yeah. But it's a gamble. I hate to use a gamble because it's a gamble.
Risk reward.
It's a gamble.
Real talk. Risk reward.
Yeah.
I just break it down a little further.
Administrative expenses.
Just a couple of lines.
Yeah.
Y'all got to pause this and go about your
Also known as expense ratios. These expense cut into profit, so lower is better. We keep it there. Commissions, they are fees. Yes. Now, certain places call they are fees you pay per transactions when you buy or sell ETFs. Now, that goes on your brokerage. I want to you keep that there. Keep it paused on that. That depends on your brokerage. That's why Robinhood was made famous, and then they had to make everybody change the games. So I had a Charles Schwab, and I've had it since I've been banking, right? And little things in here or there. Each transaction, they charge you a fee. So imagine going to give them money to purchase something, and they charge you a fee.
right.
Oh no, that thing is tanking. I want you to sell it. They charge you a fee. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, why am I double paying you? Why am I double paying you?
No, real talk.
And so just so people understand, that's why a lot of them have switched to the Robinhood structures where they lowered their commissions or they don't charge certain commissions. They only charge you certain things, fees, this, that, and the third. Just to keep out there. Volume. This shows how many shares. Where we go?
bad.
Oh, I'm sitting there like, what
Nah,
we
like-
doing? I should click those. Like, all right. Volume. This shows how many shares traded hands over a given time period. It's an indicator of how popular a particular fund is. Again, we spoke about ARK. That motherfucker was in the news constantly. They were loving this woman. And I'm not saying she's doing 100% bad, but people started questioning her because some of her picks, they were just, fame, picks. Like, you fucking with Elon? This nigga shit, he ain't doing good.
Yeah, I'm
We
gonna
ain't
get.
talking about Tesla. We talking about SpaceX.
I'm
Bitch,
gonna
what you
get
doing?
Elon 10 mil. He gonna throw me 1.2
yeah.
just because I mentioned.
No, but that's the back door. That's how the shit works. That's why Robinhood got hit. Hey, nigga, we know you're not doing this. You want to keep this. You right. Everybody cut off the computers. Holdings. You'll be able to see the top holdings in the funds, which simply means the individual companies the fund invests in. So yes, these are certain things that when you look at, you will be able to see. You know who we always go with this when we talk about BlackRock owning the rights, owning this. So why you think people know that they're buying all the shit? You know, stuff like that. Like, yo, they buying everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so they coming through. Remember, I told you, okay, the Jeff ETF is $30, and I'm moving at 5%, gain a year with my 70 that I own.
Right.
And they could go buy Vanguard, which owns like 700 stocks, but they only getting 5% too, right? Well, fuck that. I'm gonna buy all of Jeff.
True that.
And then with my money, Jeff can get more than 70. So they coming in here, then that's what they were doing. They'd 1, 2, and 3 holders of the motherfucker. Who next?
Right.
So that's what they were doing. That's and it's like, oh, okay. Then they got their own. That's.
Let's keep it going.
So just so people start to understand when they see these things.
Right.
Performance. The saying, past performance doesn't include future returns, but it still can be useful to compare the performance of a history to similar funds. So we're just tracking the history of what that thing's been doing. Jeff last year was up and down. He was doing pretty good. He had to struggle to get that 5. We didn't get that 5% to the last month. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is. And so people always look at that. It doesn't mean that next year's going to be that. Trading prices. Here we go. ETFs trade like stocks. That's what I told you, just like stocks. You'll be able to see current prices, which dictates how many shares you can afford to buy.
Now, I want to say this real quick. We'll continue. What I use public. And what not public, but other ones does it too.
Yeah.
Before you pick a stock, it allows you to see what it did within a day, a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 3 months, 6 months, and it goes to a year.
Yeah.
So within a year in investing, not really, just pretty much bull BS, and I ain't gonna lie to you. Not really paying attention or doing things. I've increased my portfolio. Now imagine if I were to put a little more, ump into it, or as far as where to go, or whatever the situation may be.
Right.
So I've gained a good amount of money. So depending on how it does work. Again, what he was saying as far as make sure you look at the past. Now, that doesn't mean the future is going to be the same, but it kind of gives you somewhat of a ballpark idea of where the stock has come from.
Right. So it's always good to look to see how they're doing, how they trend. That's when you usually see on the bottom a 1 month, 2 month, 3 months, up to 5 year pattern. You will see how they want to do.
Right.
A lot of time to compare to now is the COVID time when everything dropped.
Oh, did it?
And then now you sitting back looking, motherfucker. If I only had did know.
Nigga, you got that change in the cushion again? Go ahead, we gonna put that
change in
on
the cushion could have been worth a couple of grand right now.
Lying.
No joke.
Like that Dodge shit. That shit hit crazy during COVID. Niggas was buying boats and shit and vehicles off of that shit.
And that's the reason why motherfuckers like Robin was like, they put the chokehold and the gun to the head. Like, you let a nigga get their money back one more time. One good time, nigga. Ain't gonna be robbing nothing. Hood is dead.
That's hurt my bottom line, motherfuckers.
Yes. Yeah.
Bottom line. At the end of the day, it's a business, people. Don't ever forget that. All right, so I don't want to use the word dumb it down even for you, but everybody learns at different levels.
Of course.
So I want to also break it down a little more for you, for those individuals who need to hear it from a different perspective.
Okay, so ETF for beginners. One way for beginner investors to get started is to buy ETFs that track broad market indexes, such as the S&P 500. In doing so, you're investing in some of the largest companies in the country with the goal of a long-term returns.
You want to? Or no?
Yeah, because the
You
rest of
want
it goes to that.
Okay.
Other factors considered to include risk and the fund's expense ratio. We just went over ratio, which is the amount you'll pay in fees every year to own the fund. The lower the expense ratio, the less it will eat into your returns.
All right, so I wanna break it down to you even further. So for these, I don't know if you noticed or not. Next time you go to the supermarket and you go into the hair products or the line of where the soap products are, look at the back, and majority of them all come from the same company.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter if someone. Now I'm not saying these belong, but the majority of them do. So it doesn't matter if you buying Head and Shoulders or you buying VO5. It comes from the same company.
Yep. Right next to each other.
So from that standpoint, like you said, that PS 500, that's letting you know that they have a lot of companies underneath that umbrella, and you're investing in that entire group.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, like a prime example is I remember when I was working at Ilios Pizza. You had supermarkets that would pay Ilios Pizza to put Ilios Pizza in their box.
Yep.
So a lot of times you'll go to the supermarket, you look, oh, that's a knockoff imitation of Ilios Pizza. No, motherfucker. That's Ilios Pizza. It's just cheaper, but it just goes to show how certain people with mentality think if I paid more for it, it's a better product.
Exactly.
No, it's the same fucking thing
product.
in a different box.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so different types of ETFs.
Like I tried to show earlier, there are many types of ETFs that can expose your portfolio to different assets and markets. So you have stock ETFs, you have bond ETFs, specialty ETFs, sustainable ETFs, commodity ETFs, factor ETFs, and currency ETFs. Just to simply, you talk about currency, so you got those that deal in gold, silver. We buy bonds, we buy this. You have
Right.
those that deal in, like I said, commodities, porks, shoulders, goats, chicken. You get what I'm saying? Oh, shit, they own all of Purdue. they you get what I'm saying? So, shit, that's what I did. So, depending on when you want to expand your shit, where you know it, I buy some of them, I buy some of them, I buy some of them, I buy some of them. I'm covered on it. You know what I'm saying? I'm playing the whole field. I'm playing the whole field, just
Right.
smaller transactions.
Right.
Just
All right,
people know.
so again, different way. Like again, I'm dyslexic, so I learn differently. So we're gonna break it down again for you how to buy an ETF.
How to buy an ETF. Here's how to buy an ETF in just a few steps. Open a brokerage account. Remember, I told you where your broker is. You'll need a brokerage account to buy and sell securities like ETFs. If you don't already have one, see our resources, yada, 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 you pick. This can be done online. Many have no account minimums, fees, brokerage, etc. If you rather have someone do the work of investing for you, you might be interested in opening an account with a robo-advisor. Okay, yeah, now they're just going over the thing.
All right, so
Just to jump into that, I don't care to
Absolutely.
read about robo-advisors because those are the ones that pick for you. But that's like the one that I have. So when I go to M1, M1's gimmick is click here and our algorithm AI will buy and sell stuff for you.
but again, that I would say again for people who, again, you don't have the time to sit in front of the computer every day and watch things go up and down. So I would say, if you want to invest, again, at your own peril, but again, try to keep it to a specific minimum. And if you want to go super heavy, in my opinion, just do one or two that that you will be able to really pay a good attention to. Instead of you want to have like 7 or 8 or 9 or 10 that damn well you're not going to be able to monitor on at the level you definitely need to. So like a lot of people don't know, like these coins, these bitcoins and stuff, they trade 24. They don't never stop. They don't close like the regular market.
Yeah. So the thing when you talk about the crypto, any of the crypto is continuous because it's always can be overseas. When we talk about our stocks and bonds here, we're talking about an American market. That's why it goes from 9:30 U.S. time to 4:30 U.S. time. Yes, you can buy and sell after market. Hey, I want to buy PayPal. The market is ended, and that's when they'll give you an above market price. It ended up, so here's $5 extra. Whatever it is, you're buying it at $5 extra at a certain time. Usually it goes to 8 o'clock. But it ain't gonna be no 2 in the morning. Like, let me get up in here and just sell. You can now with certain brokerage, you can put in orders ready to go. When the bell hit, it's gonna purchase this or this. You know what I'm saying? You could program now those orders in, those buy and sell. But yeah, ain't no training now. Crypto, you can buy that shit middle of the night, early morning, at grandma's funeral. You pick it.
There you go.
You pick it.
All right, step 2, how to buy this thing.
Find and compare ETFs with screening tools. Now that you have your brokerage account, it's time to decide what ETFs to buy, whether you're after the best performing broad index ETFs or you like something that where did I lose my spot? Or whether you provide broad ETFs or you search for something others on your own. There are a few ways to narrow the search and make it happen. Most brokers offer rather robust screening tools to filter the universe available of ETFs based on a variety of criteria.
All right, that's enough. All right, so again, there are hella different ways for you to go about doing it or whatever. But again, we're trying to give you as much information and tools and steps to help you out along your way.
Places to trade. The process of buying ETFs is very similar to the process of buying stocks. We just went over that again. Navigate to the trading selection of your brokerage website. In the context, trade means you're either buying or selling. You'll be able to buy ETFs using the ticker symbol. That's whatever the symbol is, and then it'll tell you the price. So if my thing is Jeff, I'll probably trade under JEF, maybe 2 Fs if it's more than one Jeff, whatever it is,
Right.
and Jeff is going for $30. That's you know what I'm saying? That's what you're buying at. Yep.
Okay. All right, number 4.
Sit back and relax. Congratulations. You've just bought your first ETF. These funds can help form the basis of a well-diversified portfolio and serve as the first step in a long-lasting investment in the market. There's no need to compulsively check how this ETF or other investments are performing, but you can access that information if you need by checking their ticker symbol. You sure can, or even just by typing it in Google.
So especially for these, because, everybody right now is an influencer. And depending on how many followers you have or whatever, there are companies that literally would pay you to put their brand on your page. And majority of them are young. These are things that you should be doing. Okay, all right, so I got $5,000, to talk about the plastic container or whatever the situation may be. I'm going to take $1,500 and put towards that. Yeah. So, you figure if you have a nice little 5 to 10 year run or whatever the situation may be, you've had your money compounding on top of compounding for the last 5 to 10 years. So, you'll be able to really sit there, retire. It's like, well, I don't see that person posting them. Well, how they still, in Dubai, they here, they there, because you let your money work for you. So, again, you got paid 5. I say put 15, or you can put $1,000 there. But every time you get a couple of dollars, put a couple of dollars towards it, and 5, 10 years down the line, you got something real good.
You do not have to buy one share at each time. You can buy pieces of a share. I just said $20, $10, $5, whatever the minimum amount your brokerage will allow you to buy. I'll use Robinhood because it's so simple. Only because it's so simple. You can throw in, buy $1 at a time of something. And you're buying a little fraction of a share, 0.25, 0.25, 0.25, 0.25. 0.25 is going to add up.
Yes, it does.
If you can't, you know what I'm saying? The Truth may be able to throw $50, but if you can only throw 5, throw the 5. And $5 will add up. And that's why I said you look, if you want to start and look for something of your own means, then you look at that price thing. I know I want to do agricultural, and there's going to be different prices, right? But I can't do the one that owns all of that shit. But Jeff down here, Jeff is going to $30. In 6 months, if I'm doing $5 a month, I'm already at one share, Jeff.
Yeah.
And it'll probably go up. So when mine go up, it'll go up with it. So that's what people always forget.
We talked about the long-term, status of something. Like we talked about, Amazon when they split. And within a year, that stock is when, $86.70.
I hope people brought Walmart. I didn't check on it in a couple of days, but it split, broke down at 57.
Oh, really?
So it went from 160 something, broke down to 60 to 57. Last time I looked at it, was over $60. And that was a day or two after the split. So it's already moving and grooving.
So
it's
let's
set to
see.
run. And that's Walmart.
Walmart right now is at $60.12.
There you go. You up $3. And if you brought the one share at 150 something and went to the 3, there you go. There you
Yeah,
go.
you didn't got like
Yep.
5 or 6 just because they split.
So, yeah, it's just certain things to think about. And Walmart ain't going out of business. They feeding all America right
You
now.
ain't fucking lying, boy.
So just things to think about, as we go into it. And there's companies, like I said, you don't have to invest in each Walmart. There's companies that own all the stores, these ETFs, this sector, whatever the sector is. Here you go. And all this information is there out for everybody to purchase, to buy. Not even purchase. It's for free. You can literally Google this shit. Whatever, Jeeves, if that's still around, TaskRabbit, Safari, whatever you're using, you can find all this information put up there, and you can find everything about
Yeah, you're right.
all these symbols.
They split.
Yeah.
And it went crazy.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Hey.
Walmart ain't playing. They know the game.
Ain't going nowhere, people. Definitely ain't going nowhere. They
If
won't
you
ever be
brought
in the
the-
tri-state area. I mean, New York, but New York was like, nah, you got to pay more money.
If you bought the Amazon split, I'm up $75 a share.
There you go. Per share, nigga. Per.
So
And they keep going up, yo. It just keep going up. Like I said, they didn't do anything with the pharmaceutical side of it yet. Not yet. And remember, Bezos just sold for $5 billion.
Yeah, so something happening.
Exactly.
So that's all I'm just trying to say, man. I want people to have this information. There's too many things out there. Even if you hate Robinhood, you still own the stock. It's to your thing.
Right.
You're going to get your money somehow. So if
Facts.
you leave that money in there, because it's the simplest, quickest thing. But now everybody got an app now. Everybody got a fucking app.
Right.
No matter where you go.
And you got many computers in your
Just
hand,
watch
people.
out. Yeah, watch out for the the fees. Pay attention to that. The trades. That was the biggest separator when Robinhood came into the game.
Right.
Yo, we not charging commission fees. What? You got to remember, the fees were so crazy at certain times. They were charging you, you buying over 100 shares? I'm going to hit you with 3 fees, player. What?
Yeah, you're getting out of hand. I'm getting out of hand with it.
Wait, what? No. You get what I'm saying? So, and it was to separate who was in there buying certain shit. Now that Robinhood came, people easily threw their money in that. They became an over $1 billion company.
Real quick.
Literally overnight. You know what I mean? And they didn't even have their license. They were trading off of another company's license. So when shit like that happens, and that's when you came to rise of the Weebles, rise of this, rise of that, everybody's like, well, we might have to get rid of these fees. Oh, yeah, no problem.
Gonna have to.
They're not a problem.
Got
We still eating.
competition. So it's like I said, sometimes competition is good. That's why, like a lot of times, the government, one of the reasons, good or bad, they try to prevent someone from doing a monopoly.
Yeah.
So like when they stopped T-Mobile and AT&T, hey, listen, phones is $1 million a month, nigga. I don't have a phone. Could you imagine that shit now? These tell motherfuckers, we grew up with it. Our phones is you left a message and then beepers came and then the message beepers came or whatever. That's what you have. And then you tell this generation they won't have no fucking phone.
These kids can't live without it.
Oh, my
These niggas
gosh.
be shaking,
Supply and demand, nigga.
jumping out the window, talking about the world's ending. I'm
Yeah,
like,
man,
shut
you
the
you
fuck
can't
up.
go like into the store. You see the little babies. They don't, they got the little tablet in front of them, and they in their own little fucking zone. Motherfuckers know how to swipe up, down. They know how to do all that shit.
Shit wild, man.
Yeah, it's scary, man. It's scary.
Shit wild, man. But check it out. And another thing, the IRA. So, a Roth IRA, let's say about that. Those are taxed tax-free once you hit of age, tax age, to take the money out. So if you are seriously thinking about investing these things long term, whatever it is, let's say I'm buying Amazon ain't going nowhere, right? Just an example. Amazon ain't going nowhere. You're going to be here for another 20 years. I'm going to be at retirement age in 20 years. So I'm going to buy it or something when I go take that money out. I don't got to pay the taxes. That's what we get hit when I talk about those taxes and fees. When you want to take out $2,000, you ain't got to own Sam. It's fucking 450. You get what I'm saying? Like, well, no, I get to keep it.
So that's what
So-
health insurance is for.
Yeah.
That's that big money shit there, though. That's how niggas get away from paying taxes.
But think about that, people. do this shit for there's other things, accounts for your kids, stuff like that. It's time for us to get ahead. They know the world is changing. They're gonna close some of these loopholes because too many darkies learning this shit.
You're learning.
And I don't give a fuck what type of darky you think you is. They mad the darkies is knowing this shit. That's all. I'm gonna leave it out right there.
Facts.
You fill in the blank, whatever darky you want.
You ain't lying. Ones who believe they not darkies just because you know, a Polyvu or El Span.
Yep.
I saw a chick talking going in talking about I ain't black, I'm Dominican. I'm like, girl, somebody missed history that day. All right, so I'm gonna give 10 of the top 22 high yield ETFs from the high max ETFs.com. These are the top 10. If you go to that website, they have 22. They break a lot of things down for you. This is the one that your cousin sent you.
Yes.
So go on, take a look. Again, it's yieldmaxetfs.com. So this is just the top 10. I'm going to breeze through it real quick. All right, so, there you have Tesla showing you, how it went out and the 30-day. You want to break all that down for them or?
So a 30-day yield, SEC yield of 2.39%. Distribution rate, I forgot what the hell the distribution is. So whatever is being spread, so 61% being spread across whatever the different sections for, I could only assume is like all that engineering, electronic stuff.
Right.
But at 30 days, it's averaging about 2.39% on your return. So in about 30 days, you should get an average of 2.39% or whatever. Your shit should grow already.
Right.
So for $100 you put in that bitch, you should get $2.39. You should see that growth in at least 30 days.
Right.
That's not when they're going to pay out your dividends.
Right.
Everybody has different dividends things, but you should definitely see a growth of 2.39.
So again, they're just giving you some ideas of their top 22 of how they've done or how they're doing, and it's up to you to go ahead and pick what you think that goes. So again, I'm just going over 10, and you see some of the distribution numbers are lower.
Yes.
Other of the yields are higher.
So this is O-ARC. There's many different arcs there, right? Kathy had like 1 and 2, a bunch of them all over. This is O-ARC. I forgot exactly what they were. This one was into exactly, but you see how their distribution rate is at 42.48%, and they are 3.89% yield. You know what I'm saying? So this is what they're thinking of pulling.
Right.
They're buying and selling constantly, daily, to keep you at this amount.
So when you go to the site and you go on, it breaks everything down for you on the site as far as year to date, percentages. It breaks everything down, and it allows you, depending on what kind of account you have, it allows for you to download that spreadsheet. For those guys who want to learn. Again, these are many computers here. You got a lot of people that have started businesses with no experience. They're just good at certain things or numbers or whatever the situation may be, and they were able to figure certain things out. All right, let's see. We did that one. Where's the next one? 3. All right. Again, you see the distribution is higher.
Right.
Again, this is the NVD.
So this I was based off of the NVIDIA. So you're talking about your processor chips. The chips they're using for
now, mind you,
mining and all this, and the computers and for the cars.
We were
NVIDIA
saying
through the
before.
roof.
Sorry, Jeff. I think you were saying that now that they MU.
Yes.
That when he was telling me about.
Yes.
That they started. U.S. didn't want to run into the same issue or problems they were having
they started
before
building the chips,
with the chips, so they started building chips inside the United States. This is part of that field here.
Yep.
So
Yes.
again, you won't. Again, it's new. It's in the beginning stages, but once it gets up and running, that shit's gonna sky.
Right. 3.5% return, not too shabby.
There you go. All right, number 4.
Meta. So this is everything to do with your, what is it? social media bullshit, all that stuff.
Yep.
61% here, 3.97.
Stuff y'all can't stay
I don't
off
even know
of.
why Meta is on. Yeah, Facebook. That thing. Oh Lord.
Hey.
Amazon. Look at them. Look at everything. Amazon's old breakdown structure. 3.71. It's not too bad. We've been telling you Amazon for a long time.
They ain't going nowhere, people.
Google, of course. Google.
Now that's the only
been
one
in
I'd
the
be
game.
scared of investing in right now.
Google.
Yeah. Just because they just fired the entire fucking
Well, they going through the layoffs.
Yeah,
Yes,
like,
that was
oh
Google
my
Music.
gosh, they just the entire building. It was just like everybody's gone.
But we've been talking about that shit for months now.
Yeah. Yeah.
No joke. We've been talking about it for months. That's not even a joke or a coincidence. We've been saying, everybody get ready.
Yeah.
They know what's coming up.
Shit.
You talking about this AI structure is here, right? People only think about it in a structure when it hits their face. Excuse me, not a structure. When it hits their face as the news is selling, yo, it's taking over the movies. The actors ain't gonna have no jobs. Ain't nobody gonna be in the background holding the things because they're gonna get computerized. Cool, but if that shit could think, that's just gonna go into my title. That's just gonna go into my whatever. The movies I do watch at Netflix. Damn, he likes action movies. Well, in the first 30 minutes, they make bombs. Instead of Keith compiling my shit, AI done compiled the shit and sending it straight to me. 24/7.
Mm-hmm.
Keith talking about he need health insurance.
And I didn't have to pay Keith shit.
Yo, they don't want to pay Keith.
I did not have to pay Keith anything.
It's doomed to affect a lot of stuff. So,
Well, I would say this would help that whole union thing out is the movies that the AI they were writing the script to were fucking bombing.
yes.
But so don't think it's gone. You know what I mean? It's coming back. They're tweaking it.
That's the problem. Somebody in that
They
motherfucker being paid to tweak
tweaking
it.
that shit because
the problem.
them shits was fucking horrible.
That's all right. That's the first draft. By the
Yeah,
time we
there
get
you
to
go.
4.0,
it's
we're
over.
going to be in that bitch talking about, nigga, this is Fast and Furious 6 levels right here. This
And-
shit is good. This shit good.
And the global war
Yeah.
goes to
Yo, you laugh. This
001 001.
shit- They're going to roll in a computer
Oh,
processor.
yeah, yo.
Like, yeah.
Fuck out of here. Be careful with Netflix, yo.
Netflix.
Them motherfuckers got some shit in the works.
Of course, man. 3.9, 30 days, like yield, not too shabby. Only had a 42.286% distribution. Yep, not too savvy. Not too savvy.
And just to like while everybody else were like taking hits and going, left and right or whatever situation may be. Now, mind you, I just want to really like break this shit down to you guys. A Netflix stock, one stock right now, is $604.82. Think about that.
2-3 years ago, it was like 2 something, right? I think you could have been able to purchase that bitch for like 2.
Yes, it was.
So
So it started at $293.03. All right, before all the craziness started. So what they were saying is per year, it went up an average of 200 something, like you said. It went up. So within just 1 year, the stock has went up $94. Now, mind you, these motherfuckers just started because what they were doing, they was giving you all this shit and all the stuff they got going in the works. And, you motherfuckers didn't give a fuck about 720p, 1080p, 1.5. This is what I got surround sound myself. I got you to give it to me. I get it myself. So they got slick. So now it's like, okay, now you have the basic package with ads.
Yeah.
So we're going to make money off you no matter what. And if you want to get away from ads, we got that $4,455 package over there for you. If you want it. Just say it if you want it. All right, 3 more. Well, 2 more.
I'm telling you. Coin. Okay, so when you see this coin, this is all the broker. I don't want to say brokerage. Maybe brokerage, but to buy crypto. all the other besides the big cryptos, all the other the smaller coins and stuff like that. So coin is definitely going to be moving because people are buying other types of coins out there, and you have to go through a security, a field brokerage, stuff like that. And I brought this stock at $348. That shit went all the way down to $60, and my dumbass was mad. And I brought the stock of Coinbase, so I was mad that I didn't put in because now that shit went up to 200 and something again. And I tell you why. Good old BlackRock put a shitload of millions of dollars into them.
Hey, like we just said, Bezos just sold $8 billion of his stock. Like said, something's in the works.
So I could have recouped
all that
and went
plus.
yes. Brought all that shit for cheap. It went back up to 2. I'm ahead in the game.
There you go.
I'm ahead in the game again.
All right.
Just some ways of thinking
But
about
like
it.
you
But
said, high risk, high reward type situation, and
yes.
every effect is there's an action. So
Yes. You sleep, you gonna get eat. Well,
Yeah,
nigga,
you
you ain't
know.
gonna eat today. You'll be good. Disney. Oh, everybody knows Disney.
I don't know. Them niggas is shaky right now. They closing.
They doing good.
Shit
They,
down.
I'm riding Disney out, baby. I'm riding Disney out. They doing good. So 3.79, 30 days yield for the ETFs and all the other properties they hold underneath them. Yes.
And when he's saying properties underneath, again, this is a companies that are owned by them, even though they don't have the Disney name.
Yeah,
It's
so like
still
we
owned
forget, you
by
talking about the
Disney.
Fox properties,
Right.
there's other movie fields besides Marvel and all them stuff. They own like all the other like secondary ones that Fox own and
Right.
the stuff they own. That's still companies, legit companies they trade, and then anything else that they buy in that ETF.
There you
But
go.
it'll probably be like movie business, celebrated. So
Right,
you'd be like,
right.
oh, we own this something such ranch,
Right,
We
right.
did this and whatever. So stuff like that when they'll buy into it.
All right, last
Apple.
one.
Apple out here moving.
You ain't lying.
It's a solid buy, dude. Whether you use the phones or not, throw money in Apple. 4.31 is amazing. It's not too
I think
bad.
it was the highest one we ran across
Yeah.
so far.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Their structure, their network, everything they use, everybody that makes them use them. You can't go wrong. You talk about investing in Apple, whether you use them or not. Can't go wrong.
Well, the main thing, and I forgot the guy name that really said it and brought it down. If you own it, or if you use it, why don't you own a piece of it? So for the individuals, especially younger crowd who think Apple is the next coming of God or Jesus Christ itself, and even though they keep saying iPhone 2000, it's the same shit from iPhone 1. They just changed a little one feature here and there. You guys are still running to get it, and T-Mobile really broke the fucking mold when they was like, well, we'll let you finance that motherfucker.
That's it.
And then they were crazy.
Ever in debt. It's in his
That's how we stay rich. So if you're gonna, hey, you got Apple products or you have T-Mobile phones, why don't you have T-Mobile stock?
Yeah.
The money you get off of that can pay your fucking bill.
So when you look at Apple, right? So the Apple probably will own AT&T stock inside. You get what I'm saying? Because they start with AT&T, they own other phone stocks. All that shit will usually probably go together in some form of sector using things like that, So why not buy them? Why not do that? And anything else they buy.
And the stock's
so.
only it's only $170.73. Year
And
to
we
date,
forget
it's
they
only
split.
it went up $11 for year to date, $11.63. So again, they got the Apple TV, and for the most part, there's only one TV show they put out that I didn't like too much, and that was The Invasion. But other than that, they've been putting out a lot of good hits,
Yeah.
as far as television wise or whatever situation may be.
Yeah.
So it looked like they're putting all these hits out and stuff. You'd be imagine what you're gonna see real Apple TV coming out soon, like Disney got or Marvels and shit like that. And unfortunately, they started flooding the market, which killed themselves. And it's crazy. Like I don't think people ever learned from the Crazy Eddie situation when he had 4,000 stores on the same block. Oh no, sorry, Nobody Beats the Wiz, whatever it was.
Probably, yeah. But
Nobody Beats the Wiz. Sorry, not Crazy Ed.
Yeah.
Nobody Beats the Wiz, where they were so popular and they just kept putting 5,000 stores within a 2-mile
It's
radius.
like, yo, dude.
And you saturated your own fucking profits and they went under.
Yeah.
So, we said that don't bite your nose and spite your face type situation.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, I think that's definitely something you would want to put money into.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
especially now while it's still cheap.
Look, I'm telling you, the products will be solid. The stuff they sell, even if the shit goes down with the economy, still buy into it. It's cheaper to buy. As long as you got some money to throw in
Right.
there.
But I also want to tell you, find out what's going on. Again, you have T-Mobile, you have Apple, and they're always fighting against each other, and you have Verizon. So what you have now is, hey, I'll buy your phone out.
Yep.
Use them.
Yep.
I don't care if you guys stay there for 2 years. After your 2 years, haul ass. T-Mobile. Here's the thing what you got to understand. Whenever you see these deals coming up, that's around the time they lost a lot of customers.
Yep.
They lost a lot of customers around that time because Verizon said, we'll buy your phone, or you could take your phone. That's when that big court case came out where, I've had my number for 5,000 years. I'm not changing my number. Yeah. Where you allowed to take your number with you, and then next thing you know, wildfire. Everybody was jumping ship.
Yep.
They were going here, they were going there. And now it's, okay, well, we'll buy your phone out. Don't worry about it. What you want? $1,000? Fuck it. You just signed up for 2 years.
Let's bring it right here, baby.
Bring it right here. Then after that 2 years, go right back. Because the motherfuckers remembered around that 2-year program time, you'll see a next little special come out. Hey, free iPhone 33 Max.
And just like clockwork, if you coming over here from them, we going to give you.
Yep.
Yep.
That's how it is. Use them against each other, people. That's how you do it. Anything else?
No, that's about it. Be mindful, I wanted to say. Just that we say that.
Before we get out, I was going to let them know,
What?
Now, Zen, be careful with that whole money situation. Again, we're trying to give you tips to invest. What you have in your pockets is what you have in your pockets. So if you don't have, like you said, Apple, which is like $171 right now. If you only got $5, put $5. Don't take your, cable money and put towards there and think that you're going to get that investment back in 2 or 3 days that you put there. Like, just be mindful of the amount of money you invest. Whatever you can, not what you can't.
Yes, but yeah, and as long as you're putting something away, dude, because I'm going to be honest, as long as you're putting something away for the later on, where we are running into, we're seeing a lot of Americans. I don't give a fuck what color, race, whether you hate each other, whatever it is. A lot of Americans over fucking 50 fucking 5 have no savings, or the savings are not enough to support them in these. And I'll say in these areas. Because you're sitting here, you're doing the math. You're like, you need to be in the backwater next to the alligator in Louisiana after they shot with that motherfucker down the street when they burnt up the alley. That's the only place you can afford to live here over this money.
Yeah, at the warehouse, you had a dude driving a 745 picking. Older dude.
Yeah.
Got a house. Got a mean-ass BMW, but he's still, working.
Yo.
Unfortunately, we get to a point to where you live beyond your means. We always tell people, swallow your pride, motherfucker.
It's a lot.
Swallow your pride.
It's a lot. And, it's better to put away earlier. I wish I did instead of blowing a lot of money. Put away earlier because it's hard to catch up at some point because life started lifing. But put away earlier. Let that shit grow at this time because your expenses are going to be through the roof, especially living in certain areas with no assets, nothing that can make money over there. And it's happening to a lot of us. And it's not just a black thing. It's not a Spanish thing. It's not a fucking white thing. It's an everyday thing.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And they'll come and take whatever little bit you got in a heartbeat, in a hurry. So when I see this stuff, I'm like, damn. It's the age-old story I tell. My dad fucking put $100 in Apple. That nigga wouldn't even be here. I put everyone just know this nigga. You know what I'm saying? At this point in time. Fuck them nigga kids. You know what I'm saying? It'd be right with Jordan. Fuck them kids.
Who on the phone?
Who? Hey, no other that's me, nigga. Fuck
I need a DNA swab before I talk to him.
Exactly.
I need a DNA swab before I talk.
All my kids got straight hair. You know what I mean? So look, I'm just trying to tell you, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely,
at this time,
absolutely. Mindful.
Yes,
Be
because you're going
mindful.
to get to that age where you shouldn't have to work. You ain't gonna have no means or body to work. You know, the way the shit is, especially the way we eating and everything else killing us. I don't know what to tell y'all. I really don't know what to fucking tell y'all. You know?
Especially for you, like, single parents bringing in a decent amount of money, or family with two income households. Set your kids up, people. Set your kids up with something so they don't have to go through the struggles you went through around that age time, or whether you're going to college, they're not going to college, or when they hit a certain age or whatever, that where they have a vehicle that they can work, or, like I talked to my son, like, what do you want to do? All right, here's everything that you said you wanted to do. Now it's up to you.
Yeah. Like, in all seriousness, you can, they hit 18, you can set up this little fund for them, throw away a little bit in this shit. It's going to grow. Just like you sat back and looked like, oh, shit, that little bit don't grew like this? What you think his shit going to be over years, whether you just throw a little bit in it. I don't even know what that's coming from. I've been working here for this long.
That's what I told him. 20 years, you better retire in 40s.
You laugh.
While everybody else working.
You laugh.
Off, you chilling.
You laugh.
You got 20 years.
You get to enjoy your youth. Fuck that. So, be mindful of it. It comes across, and I just see too many. And yes, there are those people who don't necessarily have to work. They can go to those areas, and guess what they're doing? They're going to the places like Texas, Louisiana, where it's cheaper to fucking live.
Oh, hell yeah.
Getting a nice middle class, which is a nice size house, and letting their interest build instead of paying for something over here that's going to be $5,000. I just paid $2,000 for something bigger than I would have had over there, and still not working and living nice.
Well, you know what I say, man. Each dollar in Colombia is 4,000 pesos. Habla español. Just saying.
No, that shit. Hey,
you gonna give me 4,000 pesos to each one of my dollars?
People do that shit, bro.
And if I can have a certain amount of money coming in every year or every month,
people do that shit. So
help populate the country, boy. It's like a lot of darkies running around here. All right, y'all, man. Thanks for hanging out with me. But again, invest at your own risk. But again, be mindful. Do your research. Again, and I would say, again, to start off, if you're a little wary, start off small, something, again, like we always talk about CDs or whatever the situation may be, something that'll get you guaranteed returns on a regular basis until you're able to build something, and then you go ahead and make a major thing.
Oh, yeah.
All right, y'all. Thanks for hanging out with us.